What's going on, fam? It's your man VACAY-J, and yes, we are back with another live event. Here we are once again. Man, listen, a lot went on in this episode. You already know Amy V is in the house. What's up, A?
What's up? What's up, Jay? What's up, good people?
Yeah, we're going to get into this, man. I tell you, this episode 6 was crazy. We got a lot to cover in a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and get to this intro and let's do it. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. Back with another live stream. Here we are, fam. The new VACAY-J studio. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? It's your man VACAY-J, and we got who?
Amy V.
Amy V in the building. What's good, fam? We are back. We are back. We are back. Thank you guys for joining us. Hey, how you doing, everybody out there? It's your man VACAY-J. Listen, we got a lot to cover. Listen, this episode 6 was the turn up. I tell you. It was incredible. It was incredible. But before we get into any of that, Amy, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you looking pretty.
Thank you.
You looking Miss Pretty. Looking Miss Pretty, all right?
You know, a little something every now and then.
Okay. Yeah, fam. You know, she knows how to put it together. You know what I mean? My sister, she's doing all right. She's doing all right. You know what I mean? She's doing all right. What's going on, everybody out there? Yeah, so definitely let's shout out real quick. You already know we're going to shout out our loyals on the show, right? Daria, what's going on? Daria, how you doing? What's going on, Savannah? How you doing? And welcome everybody to the VACAY-JTV and Friends show. Fam, we got a lot to cover. It's crazy what's going on with raising Kanan right now. Like, it's ridiculous. Now, last episode, we was like, meh, right? We was like, it's all right? But that was the setup. They set us all up. They set us all up because episode 6 is crazy. So you know how we do. We're going to check out the promo, the trailer to the show, and of course, we are here to recap, review it. If you are watching this, that means you've already seen the show, and all we're doing is just a live discussion about everything that went down. And did everything go down in this one? A lot.
It's like a lot happened in this episode.
Crazy. So we're going to break it down, fam, like we usually do. You already know. Get your ratings ready. Get it all ready. You already know how we do, all right? So we're going to watch that trailer, and then we're going to come back. We're going to break it down.
The cops, they snatched Famous and the bag with the money in it.
What? Don't look at me for no assist.
I got Italian problems, Nique, and I'm hearing that you got connects to them. Sound like to me you owe you, and you owe me. That you messed with Rell on purpose that night.
Told you I don't want to do that type of work no more.
I should just accept that you ain't down no more.
Grab that bag.
This might be just what you need.
Oh, yeah. So listen, fam, before we get into it, if you're just finding me for the very first time, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and go ahead, hit that like button as well. Also, Amy V has her own channel as well, where she's doing makeup and all different types of, illusionist tricks with the makeup and all of that. Definitely check her out. Her link is also in the description. Make sure you go and subscribe to her page. So listen, fam. Oh my God. Like, there's some things that I was like, okay, I was expecting that. And there was a lot of things I was like, I didn't expect none of this to happen. I didn't predict it to happen in this episode. Right. We didn't see it coming, right? We didn't see any of it coming, right? So say it again.
I said I don't think any of our predictions were right.
Well, there was some predictions that we made that did come true, and then there was some things that happened that we didn't even predict at all, right? Especially with Kanan and Famous being pulled over and why they were pulled over, right? That was like we was totally off with that one, right? But we knew that Kanan was about to get busy. We knew that much, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into the show, fam. Let's make it happen. First thing we want to do, of course, is we want to rate this episode, right? Episode 6. We're going to rate it. Make sure you guys drop your rating below as well. So, Amy V, ladies first, what do you rate this episode 6 of Raising Kanan?
I gave it a solid 8.
Solid 8.
Solid 8.
Okay. And we're going to break down exactly why you call it solid 8, right? Myself, I'm going to give it a 9.5, okay? 9.5. This was close to a 10 for me because I was like, oh, dang, what? You know what I'm saying? It was everything that I was like, all right, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for, all right? So now let's talk about you already know what we're going to talk about. The 3 things that you liked, Amy. What are the 3 things that you liked about this episode? Can you hear me? Are you still there?
Yeah, it cut out for a second. I don't know if it was me or what.
Just a lot of energy going on. It's a lot of energy going on. A lot, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women king power going on over there. You know what I'm saying? You're blessed over there. So thank God you're blessed. You're back with us. Okay. Like that shirt, right? Everybody like that shirt, right? Give it a thumbs up. There you go. So fam, what are the 3 things that you liked about the show?
Okay, so 3 things about this episode that I liked. I like the overall. I like the turn up, right? Yes. So the violence. Yay!
Oh my God!
So I like that. I liked that. Raq checked Marv about the incident with Juke.
Yeah.
Somebody finally called him out on it.
Finally, right?
Messed up, and so I like that she checked him on that.
Yeah.
I really liked that Kanan had Famous's back.
Oh yeah.
Like people was like, his mom, Raq was like, he got a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their thing. Let them deal with that. Like, wait, no, this is my dude. So I really like that. He held Famous down.
Okay.
Then I would say the third thing I liked. What's the third thing I liked? I don't know. You know what? I will say I like the restraint that Marv showed in his interaction with Kenya.
Okay.
Like he was actually like upset. So we kind of get to see that what he's practicing through his anger management class. Like he's actually utilizing the tools. Like you actually saw him stop and take a breath.
Yeah, you did.
Like he stopped and took a breath before he reacted. So I don't know. I like that.
Okay. Those are your top three things that you like. All right. So the top 3 things that I like, man, when I say the turn up happened. Okay, we're gonna start off slow. No, we're not. We're gonna get right into it. My man Kanan turned into Kanan Stark that we all know, boy. My man turned up, boy. Freddie robbed him, talking about it's mathematics or whatever the case is, and then they, he got that little strap from Palomar, and she gave him a little kiss, gave him a little courage with that kiss. I think she just was like, "Here, baby, mwah," right? And then he just was like, I gotta come back and get something back. You know what I'm saying? Let me go handle this business first, and let me go and let me get this going, let me get this popping, and then so I like the way that he went through, came through, and just handled Freddie. Freddie is not going to rob nobody ever again. Okay, ever again. What else did I like? I like the fact that you talked about Marv having restraint. I like the fact that the entire season until the very end, our boy Lou had restraint. He had restraint until the very end. Like they was getting at him, right? So who was getting at him first? Your boy Unique was getting at him first. Nique was getting at him. So you lost it. You know what I'm saying? I smell it on you. And Marv is like, you smell your bad breath, B. You know what I'm saying? But he had restraint, because even when Shorty Ziza was trying to come on to him, Like he could have easily just fell right into that, got the kiss, you know what I'm saying, and did what he normally does. But he didn't, you know what I'm saying? He kept restraint on that as well. And yeah, I mean, even he got like he kept restraint and being cool when he was telling Raq, like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. Like, seriously, you know what I mean? And everybody was beating on Lou to the very end, and then and then he just cranked on that boy. Okay, so the third thing that I like, I'm gonna say the fact that I'm just gonna say R.I.P. Clown. I mean Crown. R.I.P. Crown, because Crown definitely deserved what he got coming to him. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely deserves all of that stuff. So yeah, your boy Crown got it. And yeah, those are my three things. You still there, girl? Okay, she coming back. She gonna come back. So those are my three things that I liked. And fam, let me tell you the three things that I didn't like, right? Three things. And definitely drop your comments below. Let me know the three things that you like about this episode. I know for sure that Crown had to get it. He had to get it because it was just doing too much. Like he was doing too much, right? We know, like since day one, he was doing too much, messed around with Jessica, turn around, try to take the soundboard out to discourage him, went behind his back, spoke to Raq. I mean, he was doing all types of crazy. Went ahead and told Jukebox, right, that yeah, your uncle gave the your song that you wrote to Ziza by giving her the tape. It's like, yo, I got this beat for you, right? And it was the song that Juke wrote, but Ziza was actually singing it. So yeah, man. I mean, the boy Crown, he had to get what he had to get. Like seriously, he had to get what he had to get, fam. So absolutely, she's gonna come right back. She probably got some technical difficulty or whatever the case is, but she's gonna be right back. And yeah, fam. So those are the three things like that I liked. The three things that I didn't like. Let me see. What didn't I like? I want to say the fact that I didn't like the fact that Unique actually had 20 steps ahead of Raq. Like he's been plotting this. Him and Warrell have been plotting to get back in the game, right? Getting Unique back in the game. And I didn't like the fact that, yeah, he played his chess pieces. I mean, I give it to him. I give him props for definitely getting his pieces in place, having that connection with the Italians, right? With Sal Baselli and Marco Baselli. I knew that it was going to come back around where him saving Marco Baselli in jail, it would come back around where Marco Baselli and Sal would help out Unique. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like how he played it, but you know what? It was karma because, right? Because, yeah, your girl Raq played Unique in the first episode and then turned around, he played her, right? He played her, right? So that's what it is. So let's bring up some stuff before our sister comes back. We're going to bring up these slides. We're going to break it down. Fam, we're going to recap and review this thing. And as we go through it, definitely drop your comments below. Certain things that I definitely like. But before we get to all of that too, I want to talk about some things, right? There's some news that just happened. There's some things that just happened in the news, fam, that we definitely need to talk about. So before we even get into this episode, let's just talk about the power universe in general, like as a whole, right? So we found out what? We found out that your boy 50 just announced the end of his Stars deal, right? But trademark filings hint at, you know, the next thing for business, right? What's next for the business? So I want to talk about that briefly as we wait for our sister to come back, and then we'll get into the recap. But yeah, what do you think? What do you guys think is going to happen with the power universe at this point? Because, you know, they definitely have ties and have connections and deals as far as these episodes and shows, right? Yes, he has 25 shows, but where's he going to go next? If he's not going to renew with Stars, how are we going to see our new power books if he does a new power books? You know, is it just going to stay with Stars because they have that, you know, that whole trademark thing going on? Like, you know, this Lionsgate is the ones that own the power universe because they was there. I know he has ownership as well. I wonder how that works. What's going to happen with our shows? That's what we want to know, right? There's been talks about him doing his own network, but there's been talks about him actually possibly going to BET. possibly going to FX, right? That would be dope if he went to FX. I think that would be dope because you know, a lot of folks have been talking. We all been talking. You know, when Snowfall goes off, you know, Snowfall, that's my other show. Love that show. That's my #1 highest rated view show on VACAY-JayTV. So Snowfall, right? When that ends, the last season is coming real soon. They already started, you know, working on it as far as that last season. Once that goes off, what are we gonna see on FX? It would be great to have 50 Power Universe, whatever it is, on FX. I think that would be a great fit. It would go out to a broader audience, right? Like he would be definitely touching more people because a lot of people that I talk to, you know, from all different races, all different backgrounds, some people know about Stars and some people don't. A lot of people, everybody know about 50, but a lot of people don't know about his shows. So for him to go from Stars to FX, I think would be a great move for him in general. You know what I'm saying? You guys drop your comments below. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, man, it's time for 50 to move on. He already got deals on the table. He already probably knows exactly where he's going, where he's taking, you know, his shows and everything else like that. So we'll see what works out. You guys will stay tuned. Of course, we're going to keep you in tune with everything that's going on. You know, some of you guys found out before I do, but it's all good. And we're still going to talk about it and discuss what's going on. All right, let's get to this recap right here. And yeah, basically, your boy Lou is not to be played with, right? He is not to be played with. He's been pushed. He's been played so many different times. So yeah, your girl, you know, Raq, she's ready to make sure that everybody knows that, listen, we don't care about what the Italians are going to do. We're going to stand our ground. We're going to make sure we straight, right? Raq is not playing. You know, we're going to make sure that everything is straight. Y'all stay brave. We're going to get this money regardless of what y'all feel and how y'all feel about what's going on with the Italians. We still going to do our thing. You know what I mean? So she's setting up the game plan and everything else like that, right? She's doing what she thinks is right for the team. At the same time, you know, Marv, Lou, you know, they all kind of like, I don't know. They kind of shaky, you know what I'm saying? She is stern, she's solid. Raq is solid, but you know, Marv and them, they're like, I don't know, because they don't see the vision. And she wants them to see the vision, but they don't really see the vision as to where they're going, right? So she is like, listen, man, we're gonna make this happen. You're gonna show Kanan everything that you need to show him in order to make sure everything is good, right? So what's gonna happen now is that I was surprised at this part. I was surprised at this part right here where Worrell came clean. Right, he actually came clean and was talking to Raq on some like, yo, I just want to let you know, I used to run with Unique for years and we bump into each other every now and then, but just know that he has ties with the Italians. And that was kind of like part of the setup, right? Like he was setting everything up with Unique. They already had their plan in place. And what their plan was to do was to get Raq to have to rely on Nique to go ahead and connect with the Italians, right? That's what we found out. And I thought, you know, that was honestly, while we don't like Unique, right? While a lot of us don't like Nique, it was definitely a great chess move made on Unique's part, right? So yeah, he's letting them know, listen, you might as well talk to Nique because he got that connection. He owes you, and that's the way it needs to go, right? So she's thinking about it, man. In between all that, we see, I don't know what's going on with Marv, right? Marv wants to definitely connect and find out what's going on with Tony Deep, right? What is his connection with Tony Deep? Why does he keep stalking her? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she messed him up because, you know, she kind of like put his name out there, whatever the case is from the first season. But what's going on with him now where he has to, you know, find out what's going on with Tony D. So he's finding out, you know, how she connected with that dude up in Scarsdale and the whole nine, right? So that's what Marv is doing. So he's going to continue that investigation. So we see what's going on with Worrell, and Worrell definitely is like, yo, you need to talk to Nique. Okay. All right. Your boy Howard, man. Howard is waiting for Kanan. So he wants to connect with Kanan more. You guys drop your comments below. I mean, do you think this is a good thing for Kanan? is this a good thing for, Howard to actually want to be back in his life like this? I mean, I think it is in a way, because it's really early before Kanan actually turns into the Kanan Stark that we all know, right? From Power. It's still early. I think with Howard being in his life, and we'll see how the relationship goes, but with Howard being in his life, I think there was a small chance of him actually going on the right side of the law. But with so many influences from Raq, from the family, from everything, I think that's why he just became part of the game and was like, yo, this is what we do. That's what he told his uncle, right? Yeah. Uncle Lou was like, hey, you still down with this? And he was like, yo, this is what we do. That's the way Kanan looks at it. This is what we do. My mom, is the boss. Like, this is what it is, So, Raq is letting them know, like, you're gonna be the general, you're gonna be all of that. And I believe that she's empowering him to let him know, yeah, he is the heir to the throne of Zamunda. Like, she's setting it all up just for him. And honestly, with all that being said, he still has to learn a lot. He's still early in the game with everything that's going on, right? Still early with everything that's going on. So, it is what it is. Okay. But here's the deal. I think Howard, right? Let's talk about Burke and Howard. Burke, man, tell me what's going on with Burke. Why is Burke all up in Howard's business, going and getting the files for Howard? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the deal with Burke? Why is Burke on this level, right? Why is Burke doing all this? It doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even make sense. What's going on, eh? Come on back in, girl. What you doing? So, like, Burke is tripping. Like, she continues to prowl and just like probe everything. She's going into his file. Why is she digging up all this stuff? Honestly, I think they kind of like she's gonna play a role in a lot of different things. I think she's gonna play a role in Laverne Jukebox becoming a cop. I think that's gonna happen. She may play a role in and something else, but there's a reason why she's still around. Like, she should have been knocked off. You know what I'm saying? She should have been knocked off and everything else like that, right? So hold on one second. Hold on one second, fam. Yeah. Hey, I see you, Tanea C. I see you, Tanea C. I see everybody in here. And yeah, we're trying to get your girl back on. But yeah, like Burke, there's something going on with Burke, man. Like, Burke is just, okay, I see you. Here you go. There you are. This girl, my sister, boy, I tell you, man.
I's back.
We're going to have to set up a GoFundMe for my sister's computer and her phone.
No, it's not my computer. We're going
to set up a GoFundMe.
AT&T.
Yeah, so, okay, you're back. Welcome back. Thanks for coming back on. All right, so as you saw, we are already in and talking about Burke.
Keep rocking.
So Burke, tell me your thoughts on Burke, because Burke, man, like, to me, she's just a busybody. To me, she's just all up in Howard's business. Like, she's just
a busybody.
Yeah.
I haven't pieced together why she's after him. Like, did he do something to her? Did they have some sort of altercation? Is she out for his position? I don't get it. I don't know what she stands to gain from his demise. Right. And, it was just like, it was interesting that, I'm probably jumping ahead. It was interesting that she happened to roll up in the end. Mm-hmm. So, like, now she has the piece to this missing puzzle, to the missing piece to her puzzle. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Yeah, she's just really going so deep into this thing, and it's making me mad. It's making a lot of people she's annoying. Like, to me, she's just very annoying. Yeah. Like that's supposed to be your partner. He told you he doesn't remember anything. Don't you have some other cases to handle? Like, why do you have to be all up in his business? Right. And you even looking back and saying, what is this? There's a gap in between this year, like 2-year gap. Like, what's going on with that? And dude is like, listen, he might have been undercover, and they don't put that on his record if he was undercover. So maybe at that particular time, that's when he was messing around with Raq, or maybe he was undercover trying to see what was going on with DEF CON's organization, and he connected with Raq, and then they, went ahead and got busy, and Kanan was conceived back then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that's what it was as far as that 2-year gap or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah, but even still, like it all just kind of goes back to, what does this have to do with Burke? Like, what does this have to do with you? Nothing.
Yeah, she just the way they writing her, she's just annoying. Like, like go away. Yeah. Like, go sit down. Like, seriously, go handle some other case. And that's exactly what you know, Howard is like, yo, just leave it alone. Like, it's done. Like, it's like, leave me alone, stay out of my business. But she's going around. I mean, she is going deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole with your boy, right? Okay. So your boy right here, your boy waiting for Kanan. Kanan ain't showing up. And you know why? Because he's with his mama and they having a big meeting the whole night, right? So, you know, he pissed off about that. I would too. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick. This meetup to me was kind of funny at the same time. It was like, why are you calling out Lou? What is your problem? Like, why are you getting on Lou? Like, Nique is like, yo, let me ask you a question. You know, how did you miss this big dude right here, Warrell, with the Tech 9, and he was like messing with his girl? I'm not gonna say exactly what he said, right? Because I can't. Right? It's a family show, fam. It's a family show, okay? But he's like, yo, how you miss him? You got a Tech 9, you know what I'm saying? You unprofessional and all this and that. He's like, yo, it wasn't his time. I'm just like, why is Nique getting on Lou like that?
So I think all of it comes into play with how he's trying to position himself, right? So it was like, to me, his way of, I guess, somehow exposing to Raq, like, he ain't really in it. Like, he ain't, yeah, that's your brother, but yeah, he ain't really rocking with you like that. Like, he got one foot out the door. Like, I guess that was his way of, I guess, trying to call him out or whatever. Yeah. But it's all his plan to try to strategically place himself.
Yeah, I think he was just showing her also that, yo, you got a kink in your armor, Raq. You know what I'm saying? This dude right here, I can see it. I know you see it, but I can see that he's definitely, his heart is not in it at all. You know, and Marv says this corny line. He's like, yeah, I can smell it. He's like, yo, you smelling your bad breath. Like, come on, Marv. Really? That's how you coming? That's how you coming, bro? You smell your bad breath. That's definitely like a 90s crack. Like, back in the days, we used to snap on each other, but like, yeah, you smell your breath. Woo. Man, come on, Marv. Come on, Marv. So, so, I mean, this meetup right here is crucial, right? This meeting, this was everything that your boy set up. Like, I'm going to give it to Nique. I'm going to give it to Nique, man, because Nique, he set this whole thing up.
He did.
Like, he knew what was going on with Jersey. He knew the Italians was out there in Jersey. He knew that they was moving stuff through Warrell. Warrell's the inside guy, right? And they set this up. So now it's like, oh, you coming to me now. You need me. You know what I mean? Like, you really need me now. You know, you try to play me. Now you need me because Italians try to pop your head off up in the woods. Up in the woods, right? Well, you know, yeah, they owe you. And he's like, yeah, I know Marco Baselli. I know Marco Baselli because I helped save him, right? Up in the jail. So he was up in, you remember that? He had that fight. That's Marco right there. You know what I mean? And at first I saw him at the boardwalk. I saw him at Coney Island. I was like, is that him for real? But yeah, that's Marco. That's the guy that he saved, and Nique got hands, you know what I mean? He got hands and he beat up 3 dudes, you know what I mean? It's like, wow.
But that was one prediction that I guess I got right. Because I said, you know, that he was gonna be what bridged her to the Italians. Like, it ain't the way, I didn't, you know, see it with him trying to position himself like.
Uh-oh. Yeah, right there. She froze up on us. Yes, I agree with you that we all kind of predicted that. Yeah, pretty much Marco Baselli was going to be the one to kind of like get him back in the game somehow, some way. We didn't know to what capacity, you know what I'm saying? But we knew that Marco was going to definitely help him out one way or another because he saved him. Like, there was 3 dudes like, yeah, you about to do this to us and da-da-da-da. And Nique just went down and blah, blah. Like, you ain't doing nothing. So yeah, man. So it's about time. It's about time that he get his just due. So moving on, like, again, I give it up to Nique. I give it up to Nique because this is exactly what he wanted. It's exactly what he wanted. And Raq has nothing else. Raq doesn't have nothing. There's no other person that's connected to the Italians. There's nobody else that, you know, she can actually rely on except for Nique. Like, her worst enemy is now her ally and now working for her, right? Working for her in connection with the Italians. You know what I mean? Like, crazy. This is just ridiculous to me. So yeah, look at his face right here. He knew. He's like, yeah, see,
just conniving, slick.
It's like, I'm back in the game, son. I'm here. Like, he looking at us like, yeah, I'm here, son. He looking at the fourth wall. Looking at the fourth wall like, I'm back, B. I'm back. You know what I mean? So
can't be mad at him. Can't knock his ass.
So yeah, they don't trust him. They don't trust Warrell, but they got to do what he's got to do. But she noticed what's going on. She's like, yeah, it's convenient how, you know, we need him now. It's very convenient how this is happening, right?
Yeah.
Very convenient. Okay. Let's talk about it now. Let's look at your girl. Let's look at your girl. Yeah.
She looked so uncomfortable in those dresses. It was just out of her comfort zone. And like, I get, you know, she's trying. I feel like, you know, she's doing all this trying to bond with Kenya, trying to establish that. Maybe there's even a piece of her that may feel like if her mom was there all along, this would naturally be a part of her. She wouldn't be such a tomboy. But she's so uncomfortable.
But she looked pretty though. You know what I'm saying? Like let's give it up. Really good. Let's give it up to Juke. Juke is looking pretty. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, Juke. You know what I mean? Like, we was waiting for this. I think honestly, like, she there's a side of her that wants to move forward. I think, you know, Kenya is playing a major role in her kind of moving forward away from Nicole's death and away from kind of like the death of her relationship with Marv. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe they come back together. We don't know what's going to happen. But true. I think once I watched it again, like, not only did he put hands on her, if you remember what he said, like, he said it was better off that she died. I don't know if you remember those lines that Marv said. So it wasn't just the hands. He was saying it was better off that she died anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, dang, like, I just watched it again. It was just like, dang, Marv, you really, really effed up, B. But I'm happy about this moment. You know what I'm saying? She's reconnecting. She's connecting, not even reconnecting. She's connecting with her mom, you know, after her leaving her. So she's like, yeah, that's my daughter. Now you're looking like my daughter. You know, they up in Lord and Taylor's. That ain't cheap, y'all. Lord and Taylor's is not cheap.
Not at all.
Especially back in the 90s.
Probably only 2 Lord and Taylor's left in the whole country.
You wouldn't catch me or anybody up in there. Any of my people up there. You know what I'm saying? We up in TJ Maxx. We up in
all day.
You know what I mean? We ain't up in no Lord.
Don't know about them.
Yeah, you know, back in the 90s, you know, you wearing rayon shirts, polka dot shirts. You ain't getting it from Lord and Taylor. You're going to go to TJ Maxx, or you're going to go downtown, go to the booster spot, you know what I mean? Right. Get you, you know what I mean? Get them rayon shirts, right? That we used to dance through. Get them rayon shirts, right? But yeah, she up in Lord and Taylor. She like, yeah, you a stunner. It's like, yeah, she is, you know what I mean? And yeah, everybody about to notice. Everybody about to notice how she is definitely looking good doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? So props out to Laverne doing her thing, because she's going from right now she Laverne. She ain't jukebox right now. She Laverne right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, she is like, yo, is this the last dress we gonna try on? And she's like, yeah, that's the last dress up in here. You know what I mean? That's the last dress up in here. So yeah, man, I'm excited about their relationship. I want their relationship to flourish. I want it to be good. I want it to be all good with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about it. Your boy Marv is talking in the sessions now. Your boy is
interacting.
Yeah. Your boy participating now.
Always eating. I said that when I watched, like, he's always eating.
That's his
And
thing.
he got onion rings. He got some beef jerky.
That's his thing. Like I saw him on Tariq's show. Tariq, his name is Michael Rainey, right? Michael Rainey Jr. and his boy, and they got their own show. And he was on there, and he was like, "Yeah, the way they're gonna write me in is I'm gonna be eating almost in every scene. Every scene. If I'm not doing something like knocking somebody off, I'm gonna be eating something." So now he got, what is that? The Slim Jims?
The Slim Jim, yeah.
My man up in there with the Slim Jim, breaking it down though. He's like, yeah, so at work, they be getting on my nerves, and I be trying that breathing stuff, you know what I mean? And it be working sometimes, like he mad, like a totally different person than he was when he first got there, right? Totally different. But your girl is feeling it. She feeling it, yeah.
She is.
See,
I think there was an attraction to Marv from the jump.
Yeah,
from the
jump.
From the jump. She was annoyed with him, but from the jump.
I mean, she's keeping it professional, which I like. You know what I mean? Like I respect her because she's keeping it real professional, even though she's throwing the mad vibes. You know what I mean? Little smirks, little smiles, whatever. Meeting him for coffee and all of that. You know what I mean? Like I think that she is. She's throwing the vibes, but she's keeping it professional, which I can absolutely respect that. You know what I mean? Like she needs to get him right first. Yeah, she knows better. You know what I mean? How many times a lot of people, all of us, like let's talk about it for a second. How many times a lot of us knew that we saw the red flags, okay? And then turn around, we trying to help people out, be all nice, like, yeah, let me help you out. And then turn around, a kiss happens. Now you getting involved with the person. Now you got a relationship with the person, but they got red flags that you can't help. You know what I mean? Just so
hoping.
She highly intelligent. Like she's smart. We stupid. Like we just jump in, but like, oh, you sexy. Come on, let's go. I see your red flags. I don't care.
And she knows all the signs, and she knows obviously, how to navigate this, and obviously she's helping him navigate it. So be careful, sis. Be careful.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think she's doing the right thing. I think she's doing it the right way. If she listen, I gotta get you better first. Because I don't want to get involved with you. You get mad at me and then you snap and flip on me. So she ain't stupid. Like she's highly intelligent. You know what I mean? But at the same time, she don't want to violate. You know what I mean? Like she has to answer to the courts. You know what I mean? So she don't want to mess up like that. You know what I mean? Like that'll make your whole career go down the drain. Like, oh, you slept with your client. That's terrible.
Leave the boys alone.
Right. So, like Marv is doing his thing. I give it to Marv because again, this season he has shown a lot of growth. Like a lot of growth. I commend him on that. But him trying to connect with Juke is the ultimate. And honestly, I can tell you this. I think that, and I'm just going to say this up front. You could say it's a prediction, I guess. You could say it's a prediction. I think that Kenya is going to play a major role in him and Juke actually reconciling. I think Kenya's going to do it. I mean, she may break out, the Bible or something, or she may say, hey, listen, I know what happened. And the same way you forgave me, you're going to have to forgive your father too, because he's still your father. You know what I'm saying? So that's my prediction. I ain't writing nothing. What do you say? That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I think, yeah. We'll see. We'll see which way they go, because they be going all different types of ways. They be going all different types of ways. But your girl is feeling your man's. Your man's is definitely doing his thing. He's like, yeah, I'm openly attractive. And they corrected himself. He was like, yeah, because these mother, and then he stopped. She was like, what you going to do? Don't be cursed up. He's like, yeah, so these dudes, these fools. He said these fools. So he did a good job. You know what I mean? Like he did a good job in restraining himself. But look at her, man. Look at her. Come on, man. See, look at those looks. Come on, y'all ladies know what y'all.
She definitely, listen. She got a Jones.
Listen, she knows what she's doing.
She feeling her.
Yeah, see, right? That's it right there. The look and then the smile. Come on, man. Good job, Marvin.
Yeah.
Good job, Marvin. Good job, Martin. I'm gonna thank you later for coffee. You know what I mean? So yeah, she look at man. Listen, Marvin. You stay cool, Marv. Stay cool. All right, let's talk about it. Right. So Juke, Mom Duke's walking down the street. They going to, they talking about going to get something to eat. Somebody like, yo, Juke. You know who these kids are? You know who these kids are? You may or may not know.
Like I don't necessarily know who they are, but from the conversation, I know what they do.
Right. So from the first season, right, Juke used to boost clothes, right? So this is the crew. These are the cats that she used to go downtown, go to the warehouse. While they was loading up trucks, they would wait for the guys to take the clothes in to wherever they was dropping them off. And then they would go into the trucks and just take a whole bunch of clothes. So that's her crew. That's the cats that she used to run with to get a whole bunch of clothes for free. And then they would resell them on the block. And that's how they would get cash. Okay. Right. But now he like, yo, Juke, like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's up with the clothes? Like, you know what I mean? She looking like a woman now. You know what I mean? Right. She looking like a woman. But her mom's was like, okay, that's your friends. That's your little friends. She has no idea. That's your little friends, huh? Okay, all right. And she's like,
I think she caught it when he said that, like, are you paying for stuff now? I think she caught that.
Yeah. She did. And she was like, this was funny because look at her face. Like, she's like, Dad, don't say nothing, man. Don't, this is my mom's right here. Don't say it. He was real disrespectful, though, to me. Like, he was disrespectful because
I think, I don't know if it was more that than it was like embarrassment. Because she's never been out in public like this. Right.
Yeah, but I'm saying
but I think she's embarrassed too because if I'm not mistaken, he made some remark too about how she looked, about her like looking good or something like that. So she's not used to that. Like that's new attention.
Yeah, well, I was talking about him being disrespectful because she's like, yes, I'm Laverne's mom, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, who the F is Laverne? You know what I'm saying? And then on top, like, come on, man. Like, if she says, listen, I'm her mom, you supposed to be like, oh, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Jukebox or whatever? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be respectful. But he was like, who the heck is Laverne? And then she was like, what's your name, young man? He's like, I gotta go. See you later, Juke. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, who knew Juke looked good, right? You know what I'm saying? So like he threw a compliment as he's running away. Like he was kind of disrespectful, you know. Again, everybody raised different, right? I was raised different. Like you see somebody moms and you see your friend be like, how you doing? You know, how you doing, Miss Amy moms? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like you just gotta be respectful. That's it. So yeah, like I think she felt that because at first when her mom was like, yeah, let's go get something to eat, she was like, I don't really want to do that. Because she didn't want to be out in public like that, you know what I'm saying, dressed like that, because exactly, she's not used to it. This is what's going on, you know. But now after he gave her the compliment and ran off, she like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I want to go get something to eat now. You know what I mean? So she ready to go get something to eat with her mama and walk around in her little dress. And yes, you know, we got some cats out there looking at her dress, and shame on y'all. But anyway. Let's talk about this meetup, though. Let's talk about the meetup here. Yeah, listen. I was kind of excited to see this because this is my old stomping ground, Coney Island. I mean, yeah, a lot of memories.
Back to your childhood.
Yeah, back to my childhood. You know what I'm saying? We go to Coney Island. You had the beach there. You had the rides there. You had all that. You get the cotton candy. I was like, you know, I'm the fat boy that loves cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the cotton candy. I want the cotton candy. Right. So we got Raq, we got Lou, and she's like, yo, why we meeting up here? He's like, yo, he got a pizza shop that he likes to come out to, whatever. Right. So they ready to talk to him. And then Sal shows up, Marco shows up, and who shows up? This dude shows up. And again, you remember that conversation that they had? Like Raq was like, yo, you gonna ride with us? And he was like, I ride solo.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, he knew what he was doing, man. Let me go talk to Sal myself. and they go Sasquatch feet in the background. You see him?
But you know, I didn't see, and correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't see the other dude, the one who was trying to get at Kanan.
Right.
So I think they offed him.
Nah, I don't think they offed him. I don't think they offed him. I think, well, remember dude, Sasquatch feet shot him in the leg. So he couldn't be at that meeting anyway, because he got a bullet in his leg. You know what I mean? So, I think they probably just sat him down for a while. You know what I mean? They don't off their own people. You know what I mean? They just be like, all right, we're gonna sit you down, like stay out of the game.
No, because he made that comment about, we don't mess with kids, and he did said, I'll put one between your eyes if you do something between this with this kid. And then Sal says it like, we don't mess with kids, not even yours.
Yeah, I remember that. I mean, yeah, it's insinuated possibly that yes, they offed them or they let them, they took them out or whatever case is. It's a possibility though. It's a possibility. But again, like this whole meetup was kind of like, dang, Nique, chess, not checkers, man. He got exactly
definitely played his position.
He got exactly what he wanted, yo. Like he got exactly what he wanted. Like Sal was like, yeah, we're gonna make a deal now. I'm revisiting this. There's no negotiation, Raquel. He called her government name. Like, bro, why you call her government name, bro? You wildin', son. She's like, I mean, again, like for her to meet up again, she had to play her role. She had to be like, all right, let's make a deal. We gotta end this thing because you trying to off me, almost off my kid. Like it's crazy, right? So I don't know. I could tell you that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I don't know how it's gonna play out, but I don't think Nique is gonna sit in that position long. She's gonna figure out a way to get him out of the middle. She's gonna figure out how to do that, how to move him out the way.
She's gonna try. I mean, he gonna do some things. He gonna be, taking some off the top. He gonna be taking some off the top of her cut. It's not gonna be good because him, he's nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble.
Nothing but trouble.
She knows. Yeah, she knows it. She knows it. This part was funny though, because what do you think about this? Marv was talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. So I was actually gonna ask you about this because I feel like that conversation was not just making conversation. I was figuring it had something to do with why he was following old girl. And when he said, I'm from Westchester.
Yep.
Like it was like, okay. It was definitely, something being pieced together right there.
Yeah, not just Westchester, Scarsdale specifically.
Yeah.
And that's what raised Marv's eyes. Even though he's talking about Eddie Murphy's house, he's like, I don't live in Jersey. I live in Scarsdale, Westchester, because he was just up there in Scarsdale, like creeping on Tony D. Right? So now that he knows that he's there, maybe they'll have a connection. Maybe like, yo, I'm gonna come visit you in Scarsdale. You know what I'm saying? Now that our families are doing business, and at the same time, he gonna have an inside to see what's going on with Tony D. I think he's trying to get back at Tony D for trying to give him up to the cops and trying to blow up his spot one way or another. I know he's not trying to chase after her because he wants to get with her or wants some type of relationship level because they didn't have like that type of relationship. But I believe that, this is going to go somewhere. That's why they planted this conversation there. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. But that's the dude. Because at first I saw him. Yeah, I saw him on the right and I was like, is that Marco? And then I was like, okay, yeah, that's him. I had to do a comparison real quick. That's him. Yeah, they made the deal. He's like, hey, no Unique, no deal. You know what I'm saying? And your boy is like, yo, I feel like I beat the buzz on this one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think I hit the buzz on this one. Like, I'm in here now. I'm back on the block, And Rock is like, yeah, he played me. But I'm surprised she didn't really see it. But she been so distracted with everything. Like, she got so many moving pieces going on with so many people with Lou
and
bugging
I was
out.
Gonna say this.
Yeah.
And this realm, to some degree, is new. And I think she just was so focused on Jersey and expanding the territory, to your point, she wasn't paying attention to what's going on around her.
Yeah.
Not completely.
Yeah. But that's why she was kind of like surprised when Warrell was like, yo, Nique is tied to the Italian. She was like, word? Like, I didn't even know that. Wasn't paying attention. Like, you know, because he was, again, Nique was telling the Italians, yo, this truck is coming through. Hit this truck. This school bus coming through. Hit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she ain't see none of that because she was so distracted with what's going on with Kanan, with Howard, with Lou, you know, all of that. All right, so let's talk about this. He's the brown bag boy now. He's first day on the job, right? First day on the job. Mr. Brown Bag Boy is in the building. They give him the brown bag. He opens up the bag and he's like, yo, how much is in here? And dude is like, yo, man, the brown bag boy don't ask questions, man. You know what I'm saying? Just take the bag to the bodega and don't ask questions, right? I think this dude, Kanan gonna come back and get this dude. Cause come on, man, how you gonna mess with the heir to the throne? Be like, seriously, you gonna like try to play him in front of everybody? Yo, you the brown bag boy. And you're like, yeah, that's gonna come back and bite you. And Kanan, he already turning up, so this cat gonna get it. He gonna get it. So we go outside. Famous talking about, yeah, I had this girl, that girl, this girl. You know, Famous is just all over the place. But yeah, here comes Crazy Freddy. This dude right here, man. A lot of people, I don't know if you've seen BMF or not, but there's a guy, you've seen BMF. So, you know, the guy that was Meech's arch enemy, right? That they got, you know what I'm saying? We got the black do-rag, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of similarities here, right? So Freddie robs him, takes Famous's chain, and takes the bag with the money in it. But look at Kanan. Kanan ain't scared of this dude. Like, come on, Freddie. Like, are you serious, son? Like, right there, I knew. I knew that Kanan was going to get him. They took the bag. And again, these are the stick-up kids, right? Stick-up kids. It reminds me of that song. And shout out to Guru, man. Shout out to Guru, Gangstar. Stick-up kids is out the tax just to get a rep. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it right there. Salute, rest in peace, Guru. Shout out to DJ Premier, you know what I mean? But yeah, they stick up kids. They came to get whatever it was, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's like, yo, it's mathematics, street mathematics. Kanan is pissed. Yeah, and Famous, man. I don't know. Talk to me about Famous, man.
I don't know. I think Famous is just tied to this because of his friendship with Kanan, but this is obviously is not his life. This is not the life he wants. No. Even when they get back to his place after this, Kanan's like, you ain't got no knife, you ain't got no bat. And you're like, how you live in the hood? You have nothing. You got no weapons in here.
Right, right.
That just like shows Famous, how disconnected. Like he's just not connected. This is just not his world.
You're right. You're right. And that's why in the first season, Kanan was like, yo, you rapping about my life, man, but you ain't living it. Like, I'm living this life, man. I'm the one out here, with the strap and getting into this and getting into that. But this ain't your life, man. And you could tell, like, he shook. He was like, hey, here's the chain. He ain't even fighting for it. He's like, here, take it. Nothing, right? And he's like, yo, that's just the way it is. But Kanan's like, nah, man, it ain't the way it is, son. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to happen to me, B. So Kanan is enraged right now. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. Lamar, that's right. Thank you, Tanea C. Lamar, I see y'all. Y'all going ham. I see y'all. Salute. Thanks for joining us. Definitely hit us with some likes, fam. Appreciate that. And like, it's not a game. Like Kanan at this point, this is the first time I believe he's getting robbed. And it's not even about just him getting robbed. He knows the dude. That's why he's really pissed off, because he knows the dude. He knows this guy.
Who, like,
Freddie knows. He's like, I don't care. Yeah, he's like, I don't care about your family. I don't care about none of that stuff. Like, he just that kid that's just like, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna stick you up and take whatever I want. So that's why Kanan had to do what he had to do, B. And I was excited just to get a rep. Yeah, rest in peace, Google. So I was excited when Kanan kind of turned up on him, you know what I'm saying? But we'll get to that. We definitely gonna get to that. Now, let's talk about the I thought this was funny because again, I know this guy from Queen Sugar, right? All the Queen Sugar people out there, if you watch Queen Sugar, you know this is Hollywood from Queen Sugar, but he's playing Cartier in this right here, Gangster Cartier. Now, again, when dude came through on some like, yo, I need a hand. That joint was funny. He was like, yo, I need a hand. And turn around Cartier, bam, smacked him right. He smacked the taste out of his mouth. Talking about, here's your hand, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, are you serious, B? Are you serious right now? Like you don't be asking me, you don't interrupt me while I'm doing what I'm doing, B. Like, are you out of your mind right now? Like, you got to be out of your mind to interrupt me as I'm having a conversation and you supposed to do your job. You know what I mean? Your man's was like, Cartier was like, listen, bruh, I paid for shipping and handling. I paid for shipping and handling, and you need to put that in my car right now. Don't ever, ever in your life interrupt me as I'm talking and doing what I'm doing, man. Like, that was like, man. I mean, listen, it is what it is. Because in Queen Sugar, dude, Hollywood, he ain't soft in Hollywood, but he definitely got a more emotional side. He is not the gangster, the Cartier that we seeing right here. Like, he's not playing. He is absolutely smacking dude up on some like, what? You know what I mean? On some like, you better take that thing and put it in my car, man. Stop playing with me. He's not a game. But here's the thing that I'm seeing that's a mistake by Cartier. You know what I'm saying? I think that he's really trying to impress your girl, Raq. I think he's trying to impress Raq, and he's doing the wrong thing by trying to impress her. He's really giving her free game. Honestly, he's giving her free game, and I don't think he's getting anything for it. You know what I mean? I don't know if he is going to yeah, exactly. He's trying to sweet talk Raq and trying to, get her to give it up, but I don't think he's getting any. And he's giving this free game, and he don't know how ruthless Raq can be. Like, Raq is going to take all that information, talking about, he don't deal in the tri-state. He deals down like Maryland and Virginia area where they don't got no access to nothing. So he could charge him whatever he wants to charge him. That's how he getting all this money to get all this artwork, right? So, I mean, I'm telling you right now, Raq is going to take all that information and flip it on dude and probably turn around and take over his territory. What y'all think? Drop your comments below. Do you think Raq is going to take all this information, all this game that she giving him? Because like, she was bright-eyed looking at him like, word, like you go down south and you charge them whatever you want. You can charge them whatever rate that you want, and there's no distribution out there, so they're getting it directly from your peoples. Like, she was like, whoa, like she was totally impressed by what he was talking about. And yeah, I think so too. I think she might, you know what I mean? Because once she takes him out, Tanea, I see that. Once she takes him out, it's like, yo, I can take over his territory. All right. So I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I think it might happen that way, where, yeah, she's going to take him out and then take over his whole area, right? It's possible. It's very possible. But see right here, her eyes wide open, like she's just soaking up all the game, and he telling her everything, just laying it all out. Like, bro, you have no idea who you're talking to. You know what I mean? You think you're going to get some? He thinks he's going to get some. I honestly think he's going to get some. You know what I mean? Because she ain't giving it up. They just two business partners talking. She's just getting all the information, how she gonna flip the money, clean the money, and the whole night. He's like, yeah, shall we? He's trying to impress. Let's talk about this though. Your boy Lou is up in the studio. And honestly, I'm a beat maker. I'm a producer, all right? I'm a producer, okay? And the beast was okay. Again, he's an actor. This is all acting. This is a show, right? He's making this beat, and the beat is okay, right? He's okay with it. But this part right here is what's the fun. This is the funny part, right? Shorty come through on some like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Cartier said that if you don't get me on the radio, he gonna take me to somebody else, right? So honestly, you know, she trying to play her thing, right? She trying to play him really like, listen, I'm gonna sleep with you, I'm gonna do what I normally do. Like, he ain't falling for it though. Dude, my man's not falling for it. He's not going to fall for the okie doke. Yeah, when I sing, I think about, you know, somebody. Well, who you thinking about? Who you thinking about, huh? Huh, Ziza? Who you really thinking about? Stop playing. Stop playing. And he ain't fall for it. I'm glad he didn't fall for the okie doke. I'm glad he didn't fall for the trick, because she was like ready to really give it up to him. You know what I mean? She's ready to do some things with him, but he was like, nope, get out of my way. All right. So this was the funny part right here, right? Because your boy Kanan's like, all right, we're gonna get our money back. We're gonna get this money, we're gonna get the bag. He goes to he goes to Famous's house, and he's like, where your knives? Where you know, don't you have a knife? Don't you have a bat? And he's like, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm not that Spanish. He's like, I'm not that Spanish. How you gonna have a house with no knife, no bat to defend yourself? Like, he's just up there. He a little kid, man. Little kid. I mean, these kids, they're like 16 years old, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. They're like 16, 17 years old. They got to be like juniors, maybe sophomores in high school, but they don't never go to school. I don't never see them go to school. They ain't in school. You know what I mean? So Kanan's like, let me go over here, talk to Corinne, see if I can get a knife, right? She's like, y'all not chefs. What you need a knife for? I don't know why she was giving him such a hard time. Why was she trying to give him such a hard time? And you know, getting the knife. Like, she was really like pressing him, like, yo, why you need a knife? What you need a knife for? Like, why you asking all these questions? Like, do you have a knife? Yes or no? Like, seriously. And then, yeah, we know what happened, right? We know that your girl Palomar, right? Palmolive, Palomar, she come through talking about, yeah, Corinne, don't stand between a man and what's going on with him in the kitchen, right? So she kind of picked up on what he needed, why he needed it, whatever the case is. You know, she a grown woman. Even though she had Corinne when she was young, she a grown woman, B. You know what I mean? So, you know, she's like, come with me, Kanan. Come with me, Kanan. Oh, boy, you know what I'm saying? You know, mama fine. She young, too. So she's like, yeah, you need this strap right here. So she gives him the strap. Like, I think this is what you're talking about, right? You don't need a knife. You need something like this. This is the part that I was like tripping. Like, she's like, yeah, I don't want you to, you know, get hurt, and gives him a passionate kiss on the cheek. Y'all drop your thoughts below. Again, he's 16 years old, ma'am. He's 16 years old, ma'am. What's really going down? Like, you kissing young boys, high school kids, you know, you grown. What's going on here? All right. Now, again, as a young man, you know, I wouldn't have a problem with it, but I'm sure that Raq, if she found out what was going on as far as this lady kissing on her son, I'm sure she would have a problem with it. You know, young boys be like older women, right? But yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that. I'm not gonna touch that. But y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up, right? So he looking at her like, man, like, seriously, like, you kissing me, you giving me the strap, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they saying that, you know, from this point, again, this is the pivotal point in Kanan's life where he's actually going to now go into the Kanan Stark that we know, right? Because we know what happens after this, right? We know that dude comes through, right? Kanan and Famous, they push him in the spot. And this part is where the turning point of Kanan happens, fam. Like, right here. This is it right here. Your boy Famous, he's surprised, he's shook. He's like, yo, get the bag. Make sure the money's in there. All right. Stop playing. And Freddie, he's like, yo, we knew the money was in there. We was gonna give it back. Now he all pleading. What happened to street mathematics, Fred? You know what I'm saying? What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? He was all gangster with the strap and came in his face and everything else like that. Now you shook. and Kenny like, yo, it's too late for that, Freddie. You know what I'm saying? It's too late for you to plead now, bro. You know what I mean? It's too late for all of that stuff. And your boy is standing there shook. And yeah, Kanan Blau just knocks him on the ground. look at his boy though. His boy's like, oh shoot, like, like he is knocking him on the ground. Then he like goes in on this kid, Freddie. Freddie is never going to rob nobody ever again. And Kanan is going to make sure that happens. Like, don't ever come for me, my family, nobody again. You know what I mean? Old man Quills comes through. He's on some like, yo, what is going on over here with you young whippersnappers? You young whippersnapper, what y'all doing? Y'all better stop fighting, stop doing whatever it is. You know, you're going to call the cops. You already know you're going to call the cops. He's standing there. He ain't afraid of nothing. You know what I'm saying? He an OG in the game. He's not afraid of nothing. He is going to call the cops. So Famous like, we got to go. We got to go. So they run up out of there. Look at your boy. Like, seriously, the strap wasn't even on him. He was just like, oh. You ain't doing nothing. Your boy is laid out. And again, this just reminds me of Chris Tucker. You got knocked up. Right? He's just laid out. Like, he just sleeping. He just sleeping like a baby. These guys right here, I'm telling you right now, like, they can't stay out of trouble. Cops comes after them. This dude, like, what's going on, Famous? Why? Bro, you've been running the streets for how long, bro? Like, I knew this had to happen. It had to happen this way. That's the way they had to write it. I understand, but seriously, bro, like, at least they could have went down a couple blocks before he tripped and then the cops, you know what I'm saying? Like, right there on the spot of, you know, we only got what? An hour time in order to get this show going. He tripping over the garbage. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. They picked him right up with the bag. Kanan gets away in the whole nine, right? So, you know, I'm just like, why? What's going on with this cat, man? Like, Famous needs to stay out of the street. Maybe Famous needs to be sent down south. Send Famous down to Virginia Beach, man. That's where he belongs, because he don't belong in the streets at all. So let's talk about this right here, right? And let me just double check, make sure our sister is okay. You know what I mean? But Famous, honestly, like, he don't belong. He does not belong out here in these streets. Okay. This is the part that I want to talk about right here. Like, I was upset. This is another part that I didn't like, but I like the fact that it happened. But it just, to me, it just took too long. I honestly am mad at Raq, because Raq should have spoke to Marv not 3 months, 4 months later after everything happened. Like, she should have spoke to Marv on the spot. But she's like, yeah, out of respect for, you know, Juke and you, I wanted y'all to work things out, but things are not working out. You know what I'm saying? Why you put hands on her? You know, like, daddy wouldn't do that to me. You know, so she going in on Marv, but you should have been on Marv a long time ago. Like, I know you got a lot going on. Again, she got a lot of moving pieces. She got an organization that she's running. She's trying to make sure that Kanan don't find out the truth about her from Howard. Like, she got a lot of different things going on, but she's talking to Marv and talking down to him. And she should have, to me, she should have been did this. Like, this conversation should have happened a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And he already feels bad about it, you know, but she was like, listen, I practically raised her my own. She's like, mine. But if she's yours, you would have been got in Marvin's ass about this thing. You know what I mean? You should have been got in his ass about it, you know? So she going in on him or whatever. He knows, but this is what she tells him, though. This is what really pisses off Marv, the fact that Juke is now talking to her mom. Juke is now reunited with her mom. Marv had no idea that Juke was doing that. And that's why he was like, yeah, you know, let's catch up, let's talk, or whatever, right? But yeah, Juke is connected to Kenya. And he is pissed off about that. You know, a lot of people, you know, we talk about how does, you know, Jukebox feel about this, right? How does she feel about, you know, Marv, about her mom going away, right? How does she feel about that? She's upset, of course, but nobody's thinking about how Marv feels about that. She didn't just leave Laverne, she left Marv too. You know what I mean? To go and become, you know, what she wanted to become, that superstar, right? So she left both of them. She left the whole family, went to California, tried to do a singing career in the whole nine. So he's pissed off about it. He's like, what? She tried to come in here and get a check. She tried to come in here and take all the credit. You know, so he's upset about that. And then he's also upset because Juke is not talking to him. Then here come Kanan. Mama, mama, you know, Famous got locked up and we gotta go get him and all this and that. Like, he upset. She's like, calm down, son, breathe, man. You gotta breathe, B. Like, what's wrong with you, boy? You know? And she's like, oh nah, that's not my son. Yo, Raq is ruthless. She's like, that's not my son. He's somebody else's son. That somebody else need to handle that. I'm like, dang, girl, like you seriously on that? Like seriously, come on. And he's like, but, and then he looks at Marv, and Marv is like, yo, whatever she said, that's what it is. Like, don't look at me, boy. You know, your mama said what she said. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is, right? Again, we talking about Burke, and honestly, like I said, Burke gets on my nerves, man. Like, seriously, y'all let me know. What is the purpose of her character? Something's gonna happen. I know we're getting to it, but the more we drag this on, the more I'm just kind of like irritated by her character and her little friend there. I don't want to get hurt. And then they get, they do what they do. Okay. All right. Finally, we at the dinner table and we see the families there. And Juke is there with her little dress and got her hair down, and Marv trying to warm up to it. You know what I'm saying? I give him, listen, I'll give him I'll give him an A for effort, right? A for effort, because he's trying. Like, Marv is really trying to really reconnect with her. He's trying to just get her to open up a little bit so he can apologize. I think he just apologized out the gate. But he's like, yeah, let's go talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing too much. Like, bro, just say I'm sorry. That's all you got to do. Because she is right now, look at her face. She ain't trying to hear you, B. She is not trying to hear Marv at all. Like, seriously, not trying to hear him at all. So what's he gonna do? And your boy Kanan, oh yeah, well, Uncle Lou, famous got locked up, right? Famous got locked up. What we gonna do? And he like, Raq ain't having that. Like, we talked about this already. We talked about it already, fam. Like, stop trying to get everything. All right, listen, I'm gonna get right to the bottom of this thing, because I want to talk about the end. Let's get right to the end. You guys already saw it. Let's talk about it, because honestly, everything that led up to this point is all about this very moment, right? This very moment that we all was I was shocked about it. I was shocked about this very moment right here, because let me tell you something, man. I was not expecting this to happen so soon. I honestly was not expecting for Lou to do what he did so soon. And then we're going to wrap this thing up, right? Listen, this right here was the longest. This was the longest assassination of somebody in power to me, just to me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, when Raq took out Scrappy, that was quick. But this right here, this took so long. It took so long. Maybe Puff had something to do with that, but like, all right, this is his last scene. Well, it got to be the longest scene in power for him to get killed. And your boy finally gets at him. Like, think about it. Like, he deserves it. Like, to me, Crown, he deserves it. He slept with Lou's girl. And Lou's like, yo, I wasn't going to get in between all that, because I wasn't going to let business mess things up, as far as like you messing with my girl, right? But you going behind my back, you taking the soundboard, you talking all greasy, trying to play me at the radio station. Like, it was all coming down to this, fam. It was all coming down to your boy right here, ready to get it in with Crown. But Crown, I don't know why he talks so greasy to Lou. Like, he has no idea. I guess he don't have no idea. He's like, yeah, well, you always going to be Raq's little brother. You always going to be Raq's little brother. Like, you ain't nothing without me. Like, why are you talking greasy, B? Like, Lou beats you down every single time. But now you talking greasy to him. It's just not smart at all, right? Right? Yeah, absolutely. Like, this talking crazy, right? Reminds you of when Ghost was in jail. Yeah, like, it was just talking greasy. Why are you talking so greasy to a gangster dude, and you don't think it's gonna happen? He been punch you in the face, hemming you up on the wall. Like, what was he thinking? Like, he was so bold and kept talking, and he got a little, that's what it is. He got a little strap now. So because Crown got a little strap, where's your strap at? You know what I'm saying? Where's your strap at now? You're gonna need it now, because your boy Lou, he ain't playing. Knocks him right out. Crown is flying in the air. And then he grabs the cord. I knew it was over Soon as he grabbed that cord, fam, it was a wrap. It was over. It was over. And yeah, he went in with your boy. Went in with your boy. Went ahead, snuffed him out, choked him out. This was the longest, like I said, it was the the back and forth, moving furniture around. It was the longest kill from Lou. And then this part right here. This part right here is what I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next, because your girl shows up with the bandana on. To me, looking at her like that, I never seen her like that, right? I never seen her like that. So that lets me know that she kind of knew that this was going down. Maybe Lou called her and said, yo, meet me at the spot because I'm about to go take this dude out. I'm about to take him out. Because what she said was like, okay, what we going to do with him now? Like, she knew it was about to go down. She knew that Lou was going to do this to Crown and take him out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, your boy right here, Lou is back, baby. Lou is back. The Lou that we know, y'all pushed him over the edge. It was bound to happen. Lou is back. Don't mess with Lou. Don't mess with Lou, because Lou going to come and put a beat on you and then put a beating on you, right? That's what he's going to do. So that's the recap, fam. That's the live recap and review. Again, don't know what happened to my sister. I'm going to find out later. But, fam, I hope you had a good time with us today. Yeah, we went in, didn't we? We definitely went in. And, yeah, this was, like I said, this was a dope episode. Again, I'm excited about it all. I'm looking forward to, episode 7 and the rest of the season. And I'm also looking forward to find out exactly what's going to happen as far as what 50 going to do with all these shows, right? You don't be messing with our shows, 50. Like, 50, yo, find a network real quick and let's keep this thing rolling. Like, let's not stop. Let it continue to go on. You know what I'm saying? All right, fam. I appreciate you all as always. Again, if you just seeing us, just finding us, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you like what you saw today, go ahead, do me a favor, hit me with some likes, and definitely share this. Share this with everybody you know if they love and power. And again, you're going to find us here once again, next week, maybe during the week. We may come back during the week. There's so much to break down from this episode. So look out for the videos, look out for the character breakdowns, look out for everything and that I'm going to do for power. All right, fam? So I appreciate all of y'all. Again, thank you, Amy, for being on the show, and thank all of you for coming through and definitely sticking it out with your boy. All right, we're going to keep making it happen, fam. So if there's nothing else, until next time, salute.